Hello and welcome back to the MCR. My name is Mac. TJ is to my right, your left. Please like, share, and subscribe, and especially like on YouTube because YouTube hates us. They're looking to kick us off. They're harassing us. They're making claims that we've claimed things we have not. They take the complaint and will give you a strike before investigating it because we have appealed and we have won. And that's how I know that they cut you down before they even look. And I'm betting that is not happening to leftist sites, leftist channels.
And for the sake of our new viewers, we have someone, we'll never know who, either someone or some group they are going through our archives with a fine-tooth comb, and anything that they feel might stick, because we're getting hits on videos we put out 1 to 2 years ago. Well, right. They're there, and
they make a rule today, and then they apply it retroactively. And they even said to me in my complaint that you need to review your content. That's well over 614 videos. I don't have the time to fine-tooth comb 614 videos. I'm sorry.
So that's how they're going to get us.
So they're going to get us, and we know that. And people say, why don't you leave? Because they want us to leave. And giving the left what they want only makes things worse. And if you cannot understand this, you might be too stupid to watch this channel. So I'm just going to put that out there because we have had those comments. Now going to a viewer comment, I had made a comment in a video about what are we left to do. Voting doesn't seem to work the way we'd like it to. In regard with results, we're not getting the results we wanted. There should have been a big red wave, and there was not. And we did a video on that called the red fizzle. But someone said what you can do, because I had made the comment. What are our choices left? We're running into walls everywhere we go. We're running out of options. And in the Declaration of Independence, and I quoted it there, said one of the complaints was we have no redress of our grievances. In other words, nowhere to take our complaints. So
I believe they even mentioned specifically Parliament. We have petitioned something to the effect of petitioned our brethren in the Parliament. They too have given us a deaf ear.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm paraphrasing, but something along those lines.
What does that leave left for you to do? And that was my question and my point of the video. Well, a commenter, and thank you for the comment, I'll say this, made the comment, well, use Article 5 for the Convention of States. Now, years ago, I was part of an organization. I was the president, and of this organization, the Constitution had not been updated. And in case you don't know, that's what Article 5 allows us to do as a people, to get a convention of the states. And I think it takes 75% of the states, or is it 2/3?
It takes a whole lot of them.
It takes a whole lot of them, so it's very hard to do.
Almost like a supermajority.
You can get in there and change the Constitution. And that's how you make changes. That's how you add amendments to the 27 that we have, that they're done in that fashion. So he brings up the question, and let me backtrack just for a second. I was part of this organization. We had a constitution. It had not been updated for years. And through my naivete, I listened to my vice president, who was a good guy, and he wanted to do this, so we opened it up. Well, what we found out was, and so you know, this was a men's-only organization. So the first thing one of the troublemakers wanted to do was change that constitution to where there were no financial fees paid to be a member of this club, which largely supported it, by the way, and to allow women in, which was essentially defeating the entire purpose. So I would caution anybody to want to open up the Constitution, because once you open it up for everything. Do you trust a Mitch McConnell type person, a Mitt Romney type person, help me out here, a Liz Cheney type person?
There's got to be more Liz Cheneys there in Congress
than we know about.
It would be naive not to think that.
That would not love a convention of states to say, you know, that Second Amendment, and that can happen. Because in the contention, I mean, you're not going to take it to the Supreme Court to find out if it was legal or not. They can throw out the First Amendment, which is, for all intents and purposes, non-existent. The Second Amendment, which this current court has supported, And we're only a vote or two away from stacking the court, which means you might as well throw the Constitution out the window. They could throw out the Bill of Rights and the 27
And there is
the other 17 amendments.
There is the suspicion in theory, just what the heck's going on with Roberts.
Yeah, John Roberts, I feel, I don't have proof of this, because if I did, I would be beating a drum 24 hours a day. I think the guy's dirty. I think, there are
Someone's got something on it.
alleged pictures of him on Epstein Island. And if they're real, and I don't know that they are, because as you know, pictures can be manipulated in many ways. But if he was there, that's it. I mean, people who went there and participated, perhaps, and even if you went there, you're going to be accused of participating.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, a whole lot of weird people went there. And you know what? You could go there. I'll give you an example. Donald Trump said he liked the guy at first, but then not so much when he started finding out what the guy was about. And he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. And if you know how you know Donald Trump wasn't on Epstein Island? Do you know how you know? Because if he was,
Oh, we'd know it.
we would know it.
Yeah.
If they had
Yeah.
that, we would know it. So that tells me, through deductive reasoning, that he was not. But I want to caution anybody who has the idea that we're going to have a convention of states and it's going to be honest and above board, because I would tell you, I don't see cause for that hope. We have too many backstabbers on our side, even people who would watch this channel. Oh, you misspelled a word, or we're off because you're not Q believers. And just for the record, we're not Q. I don't believe John Kennedy Jr. is alive. I think, and I don't know what your feelings on this are, and maybe you can tell us, I think Q is a CIA operative or a psyop to keep us divided and fighting each other.
Well,
Because Democrats are like this. They stick together no matter
some of
what.
what they say doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what to
it's
think.
just, you know what? Give me their prediction. If you maybe you can tell me. I don't listen to their nonsense, but I don't know of any of their predictions that have come to fruition, which is why I believe what I believe. But I just want to address that comment and talk about the danger of a constitutional convention. Now, it's there. The founders put it there because they thought it would be. I think they were naive in the morality of some people, or that we would get to this place that we are today. Even Thomas Jefferson said he felt like the Constitution should be updated, if you will. I don't have the direct quote, but updated. And someone who wants to throw out the Second Amendment mentioned that to me. Well, we have a process for that, and this is that process. But just understand, with as many corrupt people as we have, and I don't want to belabor the point, but many corrupt people is, do you trust the Convention of States not to give away our rights?
The only safety net there, and I think it has to be 38 states or something.
It's a super majority. You're right. It's like 2/3. I want to say.
I just, of course, this is wishful thinking, but I just got to believe that there's still enough sane states out there to keep it from happening.
I agree with that.
For now.
But let's say Michigan, and it's not going to
10 years from now,
I don't think it's going to happen here in Michigan, but let's say Michigan voted for the Convention of States. Who's going to be our representative there? And
It's going to be a liberal.
Do you trust anybody to secure our rights in the Constitution? The oath they swear to uphold and don't. And in a previous segment, we talked about, or I'm not sure it was a previous segment because we don't know how we're running this yet. We talked about a guy who had to own up because he probably got blackmailed. Do you think these people are going to own up? I doubt it. Well, with that said, if you watch to the end, let us know. Please like, share, and comment, especially like on YouTube. They hate us. They want us gone. Don't help them out. If you want to give them a middle finger, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It'll really help us out in our fight against Google. So with that, we'll say, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.